Acts chapter 8 and verse number 4 tells us that the early church went everywhere preaching the word. That was their characteristic. That was a mark of the early church, that they shared Christ wherever they went. As it was God's will back then for the early church, so it is God's will for the church today, that we would share Christ everywhere. And that's the theme of our Missions Conference 2016 here at Grace Baptist Church, sharing Christ everywhere. We want to learn about that. We want to be inspired to do that, both here in our own community and around the world. So that's what Missions Conference is all about. And I want to invite you to be a part of Missions Conference 2016. It's going to be a blessing. It's going to be an inspirational time. You will be blessed. You will be encouraged. You will be helped as you learn as a believer and as a follower of Christ to share Christ everywhere. Let me tell you a little bit about the schedule of Missions Conference. It begins this Thursday night, October the 13th. Take advantage of the soup and sandwich dinner at 5 o'clock. Come get a good bite to eat and then enjoy meeting our missionaries ahead of the service. Our service starts at 7 o'clock. We'll enjoy a presentation from our Master Club kids as well as from Dr. Bob Rutledge as he presents his ministry to the Muslims here in the United States. Dr. Fielder, the president of Worldview Ministries, is our keynote speaker throughout the week. He'll be challenging us from God's Word during that service. You will be blessed. 7 o'clock on Friday night, our second service begins. And again, we'll have a presentation from one of our missionaries. On Friday night, it'll be Brother Stelzig, and they are going to the northern part of Canada. They have a unique ministry. You'll enjoy their presentation, so I encourage you to be out for that. And again, Dr. Fielder will be presenting God's Word to us and challenging us in the area of missions and sharing Christ everywhere during that service. Then on Saturday night, it's a very special time. It is our international hors d'oeuvres and interviews with our missionaries. Bring along some hors d'oeuvres from different countries. Be creative, enjoy doing that. Bring them along enough for your family and some to share. And enjoy fellowship with our missionaries and with the rest of the church family as we just enjoy experiencing some of the different foods from around the world. Right after that, in the auditorium, we'll begin our missionary interviews. We'll interview each family and just get to know them in a less formal way and get to know how we can pray for them and encourage them as they go forward in their ministries. Then, concluding the night, Brother Rutledge will challenge us on how to witness to Muslims right here in our own community. We come back together on Sunday for the final day of our missions conference. Right at 9:30, our missionaries will teach the teen through adult classes. You will be blessed by that opportunity to engage with them, to ask them questions, and to hear them teach you from God's Word. At 10:30, Dr. Fielder will challenge us as a church to move forward, to respond to God's Word in the area of missions, to personally respond to sharing Christ everywhere. At 6 o'clock, let me encourage you to be back for that final service. We will hear an update from one of our missionaries to the country of Spain, the Campus family. They have been supported by Grace Baptist Church since 1997. They have been faithful to the Lord. They'll update us and let us know what is going on in their ministry. Then Dr. Fielder will preach the final message of Missions Conference. You will want to hear that and be encouraged by that and be inspired by that. And that's going to lead up to the final thing that we're going to do in our missions conference. We're going to take an opportunity, we're going to take some time to fill out stewardship commitment cards. What are we going to do further for missions? What are we personally going to do? How are we going to give more this year to missions so that more people around the world can hear about Jesus Christ and what He did for them? Through this missions conference, my prayer simply is this, that we as a church family would allow God to inspire us to share Christ everywhere, both here in the city of Kettering, in the greater Dayton area, and around the world.